Operation Blackcock was an operation to push German troops out of the Netherlands and the Ruhr Triangle. This triangle was formed by three towns, Roermond and Sittard in the Netherlands and Heinsberg in Germany. It was conducted by the British Second Army. Its objective was to push the German 15th Army back behind the Roer and Worm rivers and move the front line out of the Netherlands and further into Germany. The operation was carried out by Lieutenant General Neil Ritchie's 12th Corps by three divisions, the 7th Armored Division and the 43rd and 52nd Infantry Division. The operation is relatively unknown, despite it containing some vicious battles in the Ruhr Triangle. The most difficult barrier for the Allies was the River Maas. Another barrier was the River Roer. The Allies had already liberated the area under the Sittard-Galenkirchen line, but the area above was still in German hands. This created a front along the Seefelder Beek. These three obstacles, the River Maas, the River Roer, and the Seefelder Beek, created the Roermond Triangle. This is not to be confused with the Ruhr Triangle, which was formed by the aforementioned three towns. The clearing of the Ruhr Triangle was planned along three axes. The left axis, which was the 7th Armored Division, was supposed to capture the bridge across the Ruhr in Sint-Odilienburg. The center axis, which was the 52nd Infantry Division, was supposed to capture Heinsberg. The right axis, which was the 43rd Infantry Division, was supposed to take the area southeast of Bremen. During Operation Blackcock, the Allies fought the Germans at the Dutch village of Sint-Just. The Allies won. More than 100 German troops were killed. During the operation, the Dutch village of Montfort was hit with more than 100 bombs. Most bombs fell in the center of the village. Almost all of the 250 houses were damaged, and entire families were killed. Germans took shelter with civilians in cellars or in wooded areas outside the village. The bombings were carried out by the Royal Canadian Air Force. When Montfort was liberated, many civilians were in a deep state of shock. The air raids had killed 186 civilians. Most of them were buried under their destroyed homes. Operation Blackcock was a success for the Allies. All objectives were met. German divisions were thrown out of the Ruhr Triangle. After Operation Blackcock was completed, plans were made to recapture the Rhineland, such as Operation Veritable and Operation Grenade.